What's up YouTube, it's called A4Man 221 and we are on Empire Total War. This is a 1 vs 1. I command the French. So we look at my army first. I've got 5 skirmisher type units. I've got 2 guard units that are from Scotland. And 6 line infantry, a general's bodyguard, the best are 18-pound guard artillery. Then I've got 4 cavalry hidden in the woods. One's a guard cavalry, the others are lancer type units. And my opponent is the Ottoman Empire. So he immediately starts off by running all these troops over down here. And I think he was going to try to outflank me, but I do have hidden cavalry. Now I haven't played this game in a really long time, and so I didn't know the difference between like their rifles and their actual troops. So I wasn't sure if these were line infantry, which would be dangerous to my cavalry, or if they were just skirmishers. But then when I realized that these were skirmishers, I was like, okay, he's going to outflank me, so I have to keep my cavalry hidden. So I leave these 3 troops here and bring my cavalry on the hill just so it doesn't get suspicious, thinking I only have 1 cav that was hiding in there. I also shift my artillery over, and I'm trying to give them a height advantage here. And the reason this is in triple speed right now is because nothing's really happening. A lot of maneuvering was done in this battle. So these are my corps, my guard de corps. He's got 3 line infantry here. He's got 2 rifles and then some barons and some Delhi horsemen. So let's put normal speed. I sent all my cavalry charging in here to try to get rid of some of his rifles. We killed 15, but once I saw these guys put up their stakes and they're about to begin to fire into my guys, I realized I need to withdraw. So boom, they just shot a bunch of my horses right there. What I'm doing is I'm moving these guys here to engage them, and I've got to get my cavalry out of here or those are going to die. And I advance all my troops here to kind of protect it, but I'm really exposing my flank. He's also got 2 hand mortar monks. Okay, I'm back. Just a quick pause there. So I have to divide my army into 2 now. You gotta have some guys protecting against that main force, and he's got this big flanking force here. My cavalry, one of my lancers did rout, but I've still got my corps and 2 more lancers. And he's trying to chase my guys up, but I've also got my guards here protecting my cannon that are really sweet. Like, they're shooting up these Ottoman horses. And I think these guys are like some of the coolest units in this game. Like they're French, like they're Scottish people fighting for the French against their mortal enemies, the British. So lots of my shots are shooting, but they're hitting dirt. So I'm having trouble with the terrain here. See, he's only lost like 3 guys and I've been shooting at him for a while. So I'm moving my line. My plan right now is to try to crush this flanking force and then take on the rest of his troops. So I finally got some of my guys firing here. In that first volley, we killed quite a few. As you can see, a couple guys dropping right there. And the thing I like about Empire over Napoleon is it takes a little bit more skill to play, because troops do have to reload, and if you can hit a skirmish unit when they're reloading, it will do a lot of damage, so they can't shoot at you. That's also a bad thing because it does take a little bit longer to reload. Napoleon's a little bit more fast-paced, but this game's campaign is, I would say, one of the best in any of the Total Wars. So right now, I'm moving most of my guys here to get rid of this infantry. He's got a bunch of, I think they're called seated infantry. Nazam seated infantry. So I'm having my skirmishers move up and dupe with these guys in a firefight here. It's very hard, this terrain right here, to shoot at them. But as you can see, this unit couldn't handle it because they had the full fury of my guys shooting at them, because it's a little bit more level here. I bring these guys as a flanking force and he kind of bends his flank back. And I know these guys have longer range than these guys, so I gotta keep them up. Meanwhile, my cannons, who did actually nothing in this battle, are still shooting. They had poor position. I should have moved them up here a little bit, but it's a really hard thing because these hills make it difficult. Like, these guys would have been shot if it was flat, but I don't like pure flat maps. Like on Napoleon, I mean, I like them, but I also like a little bit of terrain. Like, I don't want a camper on a hill, which is not what I was intending to do. I came out into the flat. And this battle part, I wasn't even watching. He's got like 5 units here. I did see these guys try to outflank me, so I'm pulling back some more troops and some cavalry. But this woods fight is going to get very hairy. I wasn't even watching this part at all. But when fighting in the woods, it's hard to see, kind of like, imagine you're an Ottoman infantry right here. You kind of see some white. But what I do charge is that most of my cavalry is dead right now. So I'm going to charge these guys right into his troops, hoping he's not watching. And he was, so he charged infantry in. Lancers are really only good against cavalry. Now, if we look over here, it looks like he did charge his cavalry right into my horses, trying to go for my cannons, I think. Or these guys. These are barons, so Borons, barons. So he thinks I'm not watching this, but in the last second I get into a square just as these guys' morale's about to break, and I want to give this battle just to these guys because those 2 units are going to do a lot. You'll see it later. So in a square, these guys are going to be destroyed. The Ottomans do have some of the best cavalry in the game. As you can see, we did take out a lot of them down here. And also these guys formed into a square to help. So we're still shooting at them. There goes another Ottoman unit. And there's only one left down here along with some skirmishers. And the fight in the woods is getting even kind of more hairy because it's really hard to see. Like, you don't really see the flags. But basically we're duking it out inversely. And he's got these skirmishers here, which prevents any cavalry I have left from moving. And he's also got a lot of his cavalry. And these hand mortar guys, I was kind of scared. I wasn't sure what these exactly did. Were they grenadiers or something? I still really don't know. So then I bring up these guys who fought off the cavalry. And they're going to get into range and start targeting these skirmishers here on the flank. So these 2 guys are holding my whole left flank and skirmishers and cavalry if you want to charge. Now once I saw armored cavalry in the thing, I got pretty scared because Ottoman cavalry is the best basically in the game. I know they're really good. So it is a bayonet charge, and look at these hand mortars. They're like blowing up my guys there. So it's getting pretty scary. He's charging his cavalry in on the woods, and he's also got these messy infantry, so I can't really properly form into squares. Meanwhile, this kind of doesn't really matter. His generals did die, I believe, in one of these armored units. Oh, and then he charged this unit, which could even form into half a square, so they're fighting these heavily armored troops. They don't look so armored, but they do have armor under their shirts. So, that guy just got wrecked. They're fighting these heavily armored troops, they can't really form into square, and that's where they're getting into trouble there. His unit's massively routed, and what I think would be the cause is his own mortars right there. I mean, they're blowing apart my guys. How those guys fall over. Houses are... But more of it, he was killing more of his own men than my guys. That's what I think. Let's see. My whatever cavalry left is routing these troops because there's still more guys here. And some more janissaries are up here. I'm moving my troops forward to shoot these guys to death. And these guys are still fighting off the cavalry. It's 23 on 46 of these guards. Let's watch another guy fall off his horse. You can do it. That's Scott from Scotland. Oh, and then I bring over these line infantry to help. And that's when his cavalry routes. So overall, my army was divided into 2, making it less effective like the Germans in World War I. And these cavalry are attacking these guys. So I was divided one side on this side fighting his token force here, and one side in the front. I don't know what happened, but it made a sure interesting kind of battle fighting too. But if you look, there's a lot of dead French in the woods here. I wasn't even I wasn't really even paying that much attention until his cavalry came in, but lots of stuff. I think he should have, maybe he was out of ammo, but I would not have gone into melee with line infantry with these kind of like artillerymen guys that are, they're like their own artillery. So meanwhile, he's charging more of these guys. He's charging the skirmishers now in. And there's the tricolor. This must be a late period battle, I think, because the French in the early period don't have a tricolor. So most of his army's in retreat right now, except for that one unit, and we're in combat with them, except those are, oh, it's rifle on rifle right there. And then my cavalry got routed. So we're gonna speed this up a little bit. We don't need to watch the last couple units die. So all the troops are basically routing. My general's bodyguard is hunting them down. And we were talking, it was a good time playing this. So they're coming out of the woods and we're shooting them. It's not a good day to be an Ottoman, I'll tell you that. So they got shot up pretty bad. I do have 2 other battles I could show you guys. If you guys like this, I don't know if people still really like Empire. I think it's a little, like, I like Shogun kind of. Oh wait, we gotta show the last epic charge. So my line infantry are charging, my royal guards are charging downhill after fighting off all this cavalry into these rifle guys. No, these are their line infantry. They all look the same to me. These are their line infantry, and just coming downhill. Look, these guys are like fighting, like they're getting destroyed. Oh, that guy just got knocked over. He's gonna get back up. I don't know, I want to see someone die in slow motion. I'm waiting for it. Oh, he dropped his rifle and got bayoneted. Ouch. So that was an absolute slaughter of that unit. So these two French guards not only protected my flank there, they also helped over here. So my opponent's name is Neil's People. He got 700 kills. I got 1,000. This is Calling 4-Man 221 signing off. Hope you enjoyed this battle.